Hi everyone, I want to go over project number 1 with you. So the first project in English 11B is writing a fictional narrative. And I'm okay if you use a plot diagram and you map out your own fictional narrative. If you want to write it, you are more than welcome to. But if you just want to get all your ideas down on paper and show that, you know, you're prepared to write an exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution, I am okay with that for this assignment. Okay, so the big picture, what you need. There's 2 parts to this. Part 1 you'll find in Unit 2, Lesson 8, and this is where you will choose one of your prompts. Choose one that interests you the most. Okay, and then after that, you're going to do a little brainstorming. You're going to figure out what exactly you are going to incorporate in your story. And in Unit 2, it goes through different elements of what a fictional narrative is. And it does ask that you use first person when you write it. Again, if you want to just map out the plot, I'm okay with that. If you want to write it, make sure you use the first person narrator, and that's using the pronoun I. Okay, here I did see I posted a graphic organizer for you to use in the Pages tab of our class. So let's go to the Pages tab. Here's the home view. If you go to Pages, it will load, and then you will see graphic organizer for project 1. If you click on that, it will give you a link. And again, my suggestion, always click on the arrow, because then it will keep this page open for you. And notice when I click on it, it doesn't take me to a new tab up here. It goes down below right here. So when I click on that, here is the graphic organizer. Now, it's not designed for you to write on it online. It's designed to be a help for you as you jot down your ideas on a piece of paper. Okay, here is a plot diagram. Okay, so you have your hook, how to get your reader's attention. The beginning is the exposition. Oops. Okay, who are your characters? What's the setting? What's the time period? And then your rising actions, what's the conflict? How does it get more complicated? Your climax is at the very top. The problem starting to get solved is your falling actions. And then your end, obviously, would be your resolution. Okay, a few key reminders on this graphic organizer. Make sure your story has a problem. Make sure there's a solution. Okay, and if you like cliffhangers, the movies that end without you knowing exactly how it ended, I'm open to that too, because in essence, that's a different type of solution, but there is still one. Okay, make sure your story has a beginning. Oops, sorry. Make sure your story has a beginning, middle, and an end. Okay, again, some language features for this assignment. First person is a great idea. And if you do want to write this and you don't just want to map out the plot, then even though a fictional narrative is a short story, if you want to tell this in fairy tale format, fable format, a tall tale, then you're welcome to. I would say for this assignment, let's not do a novel, because I don't know that you would have time, but I'm welcome. I welcome you to talk to me about that more if you decide you want to, in fact, write a novel. Again, definitely not a requirement. So let's go back to this, part 2, and this is the last part. You'll see that this is in Unit 3, Lesson 11. So what do you need to do? You need to map out your fictional narrative. Okay, and you can use the diagram I gave you. Okay, and it's really simple, because all you really need to do on a piece of paper, this is what I would do if I were you, and I will use blue just so it's easier, and I'll just do it right here. Okay, obviously I want you to do this on a whole sheet of paper. I'm just using a blank spot for the sake of teaching. Okay, this right here is a plot diagram. If you label your exposition, which is your conflict, your characters, your setting, and then you include some rising actions, your climax where the problem is at its worst, it's the most intense, some falling actions. Remember, this is where the problem starts getting solved. And then your good old resolution is at the very end when the problem is solved, or again, you're welcome to use a cliffhanger. If you plot out your story, your fictional narrative like this, take a picture of the paper, make sure I can read it, upload it. I will take that for project 1. Okay, so keep in mind this is due. I should probably erase that. This is due on September 12th. So if you have any questions, please do let me know what your questions are. And when you're done watching this video, you can get some extra credit if you let me know what was helpful from this video. Okay, and again, all this is posted for you. Have a great evening. I look forward to reading your amazing work.